trying to think maybe someone else who works with numbers, or maybe someone who does even physical labor. There's even some benefits to bioenergy for them as well.
Well, anyone who increases their brain function is going to be a healthier human being.
Uh,
So you
th-
can apply it to almost any profession.
yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think even athletes. I mean, imagine being able to see a spin on a baseball a little bit better. How much better a
Well,
baseball hitter you could
no,
be, right?
it's a great concept, and you're absolutely right. And the point I try and make with everyone, Bert, is that just because you feel fine doesn't mean you're healthy. We do brain scans in the office before we treat anyone, and we discover things like early Alzheimer's,
Wow.
heart disease, and cancer, and you can see it in the brain where the interference shows up. We measure 6,000 frequencies per second with 20 leads on the skull, and it's absolutely harmless. It's painless. It takes about a half an hour. And you know how many people die every day in America from a condition called SCD?
Mm.
That stands for sudden cardiac death.
Wow.
Well, heart disease, is the number one killer in America. It kills over 611,000 people every year. Half those people, 800 a day, die from their first symptom, which is not considered a heart attack by the American Heart Association. It's just when they define it as the heart stopping abruptly without warning, and the medical diagnosis is SCD. And it's not a heart attack. There's no blockage in the arteries. It's an electrical problem, and it often happens to outwardly healthy people with no known heart problems, including children, affecting 7,000 to 10,000 of America's young every year.
Well, not only the benefits of bioenergy, it sounds like, as is Dr. Rondberg, the benefits are numerous, but the potential that this could have for people. And you mentioned about early onset Alzheimer's. Boy, that is something that we have been struggling with as a civilization for a long time. And if that shows any promise in that field, it's really remarkable.
Well, it already has, and what's amazing about it is that if you go to the Alzheimer's Association's website, you'll find out they recommend not bioenergy, but they recommend a change in healthy lifestyle and better eating habits and cognitive therapy and, training your brain online. And there are all kinds of things people can do. They can increase their fitness level. They can stop eating sugars and grains. There's a lot of study and a lot of research that supports the best way to treat Alzheimer's is to prevent it. And what we do is increase brain function, so that's a no-brainer. When people come into our center, it's like taking their brain to the spa.
Wow.
What's scary to me is if we don't nourish our brains, we could be one of the statistics that are going to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's this year. They predict 5.3 million Americans are going to be diagnosed with some type of dementia this year alone. And the major form of dementia is Alzheimer's.
That's
and
scary.
that number is expected to grow each year as our population continues to grow above age 65. I don't want to be one of them. According to the Center for Disease Control, Alzheimer's disease is the sixth largest killer in America, killing over 84,000 people a year.
Yeah, that is scary.